everyone, how are we doing today? I hope that you guys are well and have been finding time to craft or just find time for yourself, because that's important. I'm back here today to do another little project in our timeless travel journal, so I hope you're going to take some time and join me. If not, grab a cup of coffee and follow along. Right, so we've been doing quite a few things in here already, and it's starting to look really nice and chunky, or not really that chunky, but lots of great stuff in here. And I've got a little project we're going to make together today. So let me show you what I've made, and then we're going to make one together for the other signature. All right, so I'm going toward the back here. One page of, that's the back. And then we've got the avocado page here, and I have got this project, which I will stick down sort of about there. All right, so that's what we've got. Okay, so this is a project that I made actually for Rach and Bella's collaboration last year, 8 months ago. And don't forget, she's got a daily spread collaboration running on at the moment. But this is one I made then, and I thought it's nice and slimline. Look at that. It's perfect for a journal because you can add all your little bits and store them in here. All right, so I will stick it down. It's got a flap over here where I will put some glue on that on 3 sides so that you've got a tuck spot here. All right, so that I will put down over there like that. But at the top, we've got a little flip out here with 2 of the tags. All right, so that goes into this little pocket here. Sorry. Okay. And then you open that up. It's got lots of decorations and layering here, so I'll talk you through all of that. And then you open that up. I've used the collage page there, so I didn't put anything on the back. I quite liked how that turned out. Then we've got another 2 little flip outs over here as well. So I've just put some collaging on the front. We'll do that together. That flips out that way. And I've got 2 little cards in there with lovely quotes. Do love my quotes. If you haven't seen my quotes Instagram account, it's called A Quiet Strength. Go and have a look. It gives you a little bit of morning inspiration and a bit of evening reflection as well. Right, so we've got that there, and then this little one as well. This one I stuck upside down. Don't laugh, it happens, but it doesn't matter because it works this way as well. So just breathe. That's what I needed to do. So that just tucks in at the top there. I left this because it's got lots of exciting pictures and I didn't really want to cover that up. So I've kept that like that. And then at the back, we've got another little pocket for a tag in there. And that's not all, folks, she says. All right, can I find where this goes? Of course not. Right, so that goes in there. So when you've stuck that down and you flip it out, you'd have a place here to tuck something in, all right? And then when you turn that over, we've got another 2 pockets with 2 quote cards on the back. How amazing is that? Yeah, there we go. So that will go there, as I said, and then it'll all work together there. So you've got lots of flippy flappy bits going on. All right, how does that sound? Yeah, it's far easier than it seems. Okay, so I'll take that out there. I'll put it in this one, and then we'll do the same for the other. So I'll just leave that over there for the minute, and we'll get started. Now, I've cut my pieces of paper out. All right, so here they are. Now, for the back piece, I used the... just showing you so you know. She says, all right, so for the back piece, the first piece, the big pocket at the back, this is what I use for that one now. Might as well just leave it here. Okay, so for this one, we're going to use this piece of paper. I've cut it to size, and I'm going to show you the measurements on the back here. All right, so this piece of paper is 10.5 inches by 7.5. All right, that's 26.5 by 19 centimeters. All right, so have a look at that there. All right, that's the first one. The second one, and you need 2 of these. I've used these 2, green and the red. And for the other one, I used the red and the neutral stripe. Okay, so you want 2 of these, and I have cut these the same. This is 8 1/4 inches in length, and with an A4, that is the width of an A4. And then 6 1/4 high. Abby, oh my gosh, sorry. All right, 6 1/4. So in centimeters, 21 by 16.2. All right, so you want 2 of those, green and red I've used. And then the very last piece, this is the piece that goes on the front. I've used this collage page, and with the other one, I used the other one with the lady on. Right, so I've cut this like this. So the bit that I've trimmed off is this side. Okay, so and with the other one, I measured from that side and cut the bit off there. All right, for this one. Okay, so this is 10 inches by 4 1/2 inches. So that's 25.5 by 11 1/2. Okay, so once we've got those, we now are going to do 1 score line. So you've got 1 measurement to do. Now from this one here, you cut it out, turn it over, and from the right hand side, we are going to measure 4 1/2 inches. That's 11.4 centimeters. All right, we're going to score. I've just drawn a line so you can see it. I've scored already, and we are going to fold that over. So just match it with the bottom here, like that. All right. And I think while we're at it, we are going to glue it down. So what you're gluing is this piece here by this piece here. That's all. Okay. And there's your first pocket ready done and covered. How's that? All right, so while that's gluing, just take your bone folder or back of a butter knife if you don't have one of these, and just slowly but surely just run it alongside the edge there. All right, and now you can just turn that up. Okay, so here you're going to have the start of your first flap. That's now all sealed. You can go and put a little thumb notch in there if you want. I'm not going to do it, but you're welcome to. I do put thumb notches on the other bits. Okay, so there's all of that ready to go. Right, let's put that one to the side. Let's do the next one. So the next one are these 2. This is a little bit more trickier. I've given you the measurements. Now what you want to do is, from the right again, measure 3 1/2 inches. 3 1/2 inches is about 7 1/2 centimeters, there or thereabouts. Okay, and you want to just fold that over. Do that for both. Oh, this one. What did I do with my fold line? Oh, there it is. Okay, okay. Right, so you've got that there. And now I just want to turn this round, turn this like this, and like this, just so that we've got the flap to go over, fold that over, fold that over. Now these are a bit different in that we are going to use this as a pocket. All right, so we are going to just do one more measurement, and that is 2 inches. Okay, now I've got this flap on this side. You want to have these flaps going on the other side. All right, so they will go here and ultimately form these pockets on the back. Okay, so that it needs to go not on this flap side, this flap side. All right, so ultimately it's going to go like this. And where I went wrong is I didn't check which side I had it. So make sure that you've got this pocket at the base, or if you want it at the top, that's also fine. Okay, so this is the position, and from, I've got my flap at the base, bottom here, turn that over. You can actually open it up if that's easier, like that. And I want to measure 2 inches from the left. That's 5 centimeters. Okay. Right. And the same this one. I just open it up. And exactly the same. That there. And 2 inches or 5 centimeters. All right. We don't need the ruler anymore. Right, what we do need is the glue. Okay, now I'm not making this a pocket here, so you can actually just close that up. All right, so I'm just going to put a little bit of glue there, close that up, and you don't actually need to close this side because we're going to put this over. But what you do need is find where that score line is, so that's it there. All right, and I'm going to put glue on the whole 2-inch bit there. Okay, and just the other side of that score line, and just a little strip over there. All right, I'll go over that again with the next one. Okay, right, have I got that right? I think so. Okay, that one's going to be at the top. Okay, well, at the top it is. Right, and then on this side, where's my 2 inches? It's here. I can just see it. So let me just give you a draw so you can see. That's my sort of score line. Yeah. So you want to just get that folded up again. Just measure it there. So it's probably best to glue it first. All right, so this one we're going to go like that. Yeah, and again that's going to go like this. So we want to get glue on the opposite side here. All right, so get that on, and this is where your little pocket's going around the page, so don't stick that up. All right, so just get some glue on this 2-inch piece. Yeah, just the other side of it, because that's going to fold there, and then just a little bit like that. All right, and then fold that over, I think. All right, so now with that there, let's just give us a little bit of a, oh, I've got a little bit sticking out there. Don't want that. Okay, so we just want to give that a little bit of a distress ink while I'm waiting for the glue to sort of dry. And the same here. Yeah, I stuck the wrong side together, guys. Can you believe that? Yeah, I stuck the wrong side together. Can you believe that? So, all is not lost. What I need to do is, let's think. This needs to be measured 2 inches. So let's do that. What I need to do is just get this open. There we go, that was lucky. And then measure 2 inches here. You see, even I make mistakes. With the other one, I only stuck it closed once I'd got it in place, to be fair. So I didn't make that mistake. There we go. I'll just do it this side. It is forgiving. Get that nice and straight as you can. And this one as well. Press that down and make it as flat as you can. There we go. All right, now at this point you can take your little notch, make a little notch here, right, and then the same here. Oops, all over me. And there we go. And then I've still got my little opening there. I think what I need to do is just put some glue in here, which is what I didn't do, just to keep that flap down. All right, and then just go like this, and this, and this, and this. Right, any luck? Right, so you've got one at the top, and well, both of mine are at the top now. No, that one's at the bottom, that one's at the top, so that is how it is. Okay, happy with that. Right, what we want to do now is we want to take this one, remember your flaps on that side, and we want to get these stuck on. All right, so you want to space them, so I would just give it a little check of getting those spaces at the top and bottom pretty much even. All right, I'm going to go over this one first, and I'm happy with that, so I'm just going to turn that over. Yeah, and what you want to do now is get some glue on the whole of the underside here. All right, go close to the edges like that and press that over. Okay, there we go. And then you want to do the same with the other, so get that on there like that. Yeah, when you're happy, turn it over, open it up, and get glue all over the back here. There we go, look at that. Now you could put strips of decoration on there if you wanted to. I didn't do that actually, but I might add it. You never know. Okay, so we've got our pockets on the back there now, and we've got our pockets on the side here. All right, so that is the right way up. So you've got one at the bottom, one at the top. Happy with that. Okay, so far so good. We will put the decoration on once I've made the base of everything. Okay, so last one now, we've got our last piece. You want to turn that over from the right hand side, fold in and score 4 1/4 inches. That's 10.7 centimeters. All right, so I've done that. Just match it up at the bottom, as I say, that, and give that a nice thing, and then whatever's left, just score along there and fold that in. All right, so we want the top here to be open, so we want to put glue down the side and the bottom. Fabulous. Okay, and then again, I'm just going to really quickly, okay, and then turn this the other way. All right. Okay, then this is going to go on this side. All right. I'm going to push this a little bit down because you've got 2 tags you want to put in there. All right. So once you've got that in place, just turn it over. And again, perfect, and give it a good squish on all fronts. All right, there's your base, which I'm quite happy with, really. All right, so let's start from here. Now here I'm not putting anything on. Here I'm pretty happy with that. You can write in between these bits. I think that's enough decoration. And again, I'm trying to keep this as flat as possible. Here I'm not putting anything on. You could put little strips there, but I'm quite happy with it. We're going to have our cards in there. And on this side, we're going to do some collaging. All right, so let's just grab some bits here. So I've used some of my tickets and fussy cuts, so it's really easy to copy what I'm doing here. And I'm just doing some basic layers, not adding lace or anything, because again, I want to keep it as flat as I possibly can. So you can see from the pictures at the end exactly what I did for the other one as well. Right, so we're going to start with this. And I need an extra hand. I'm going to just put this right here. Got to have a starting point, so we're going to do that there. All right. And then we want to put a ticket on and one of these. So it's not too hard. We're just layering them over each other where they got to touch at some point, but and then we'll get this on here. So how easy is that? Yeah, if you're not sure about layering, this is how you do it. You just grab a few things, have a little play with it, and just have some fun and see what you like, you know. So this one, I'm going to drop it a little bit lower. I'm going to get it just here. A nice English fish and chips. You can't go wrong. The only thing that is wrong here is that should be mushy peas. Then it'd be perfect. All right, so there's the first one. We're going to do the same over here. So this one, I've got a little green ticket, baggage ticket. These are so cute, so handy for this kit. And then another little bus ticket. Yeah, and we're going to do a similar thing. So just going to see what I like. Right, we're starting with this one. Right, I must tell you, Teddy is turning 1 in 2 weeks' time. I cannot believe it. I don't know where the time goes. It feels like the other day that he arrived here, and he's a strapping, handsome boy now. Had a lovely walk today, first time off the lead on a field that's, you know, in a residential area, so my nerves were a bit shot, but he did very well. I was very proud of him. He's a good boy. He is mommy's boy, so he doesn't veer far from me, and he constantly looks for me, so that's a good sign. And I was with a friend, and she had her cockapoo, and I had Abby as well, and they were going crazy, but running around after each other. It was so cute. Yeah, so he's going to be 1, a whole 1. Right, there we go. How easy was that? That looks pretty, doesn't it? All right, and now for probably the most involved bit. Not hard, but you know me. Right, I'm going to just clip this down here, just so that it's easy. We're going to change glue to my Fabri-Tac now. And I'll just put this in here. All right, so with the Fabri-Tac, with this one, I want to just do some decoration like this. So I'm going to show you how I did this pretty much. Okay, the first thing is you want to take some lace, and I'm going to put this lace on the bottom there. Okay, so we'll get that there. So really easy to start. Get your fabric glue, just checking where the lace is lying, and we'll get that pretty close to the bottom, really. Okay, oops, I just remembered I'm doing what I did the last time, and I need to actually put something else on first. Isn't that normal for me? Right, so I'm going to take this. This is a piece of the fabric that I gave as a freebie with the Timeless Ultimate bundles. And guys, I've got them on sale at the moment. So if you haven't picked up one of these bundles, this is the opportunity. There are not many left. Right, so going over to my website, I've got a fantastic sale on clearing my decks there. So amazing sale, and thank you to everybody who has supported me with that. Okay, so we're going to just get this down. I might have made it a bit long actually. We can cut it off. Just lift that up a bit more. That's better. And then I do actually have this little bit of paper. I've just torn this. It's just a bit from the from that pocket there that was left over, and I want to just get that angled here because I'm going to end up putting this here. Right, so while I've got this out, okay, so I'm going to sort of angle it a little bit. Okay, now this can go back here. There's still plenty of glue there, so that's fine. Right, let's get that on there. There we go. All right, you with me? Okay, is that... yeah, that's all right. Okay, then I'm going to get on this piece of lace just to go over the top there. All right, and then get our bit of green lace. This is where it gets mucky. Can peel it off afterwards. It's great fun. Okay, then we've got our little card as I did with the other, and I'm going to just get that slightly like that. Right, so we'll get that on like that. Okay, so it's slightly to the right, and then I've got fun. Gotta have fun. What's life without a bit of fun? It's not a life, is it? I have to remind myself of that. She says. Yeah, I'll tell you. Life's addictive, isn't it? And nothing's working now. Nothing's working. We'll go back to this one. A little bit of fun because I love a little set of word. Okay, it's coming along beautifully. And then I've cut these little fussy cuts. They're the mini size, half-page ones. I had them there, so I've taken them out. I'm going to get that one sort of there. And then this one like that. Awesome. I think that's everything. Perfect. All right, so amazing, isn't it? Love that. All right, still it's nice and flat. Right, now the fun part, we're going to add in all the decorative bits. So let's start at the back. I'm using this large tag with this green ribbon, and we're going to slide that in the back there. So that's going down there. And then we have got these little bits, and I've got this one, Sunshine. Oh, I'm sure that I did put ink on these, so that's going to just slide in over there. Perfect. And then these little ones are going to go in here. All who wonder are not lost. Right, so there we go, that's that. And then the front, we've got these two. Love those. All right, so those are going to go in here like that. So pretty, yeah. And then when we turn it over, we've got these two. So travel makes you humble. Absolutely. So we'll put that one in there, and this one in here. Perfect. Okay, now what I did there was I just took a piece of the scraps that we had. Let's see, this is from the bit that I cut off, and just put that there. I'm going to use that piece because I will just sort out, I took a circle out of there, which I didn't do with the other one. And where's my knife? There we go. And what I did here was I did turn this way, just to get some ink into that section, like that. Okay, and then you might want to just do the same with this piece. I don't jam it right into the edge there because you don't want to have a problem with that. So that's all right. Right, so I had this little stamp bit here from the other page, and I think I'm going to just get that on there. Right, those go in there. There we go. You turn that over. You've got your little pocket there, your little pockets there, and your little pockets there. And then all you need to do is put a candle on it. A Yankee candle is preferable. No, what I like to say is just give it a nice, once you've given it a nice little burnish, it'll lie nice and flat. See? Look at that. And there's the other one from earlier. How cute are those? All right, everybody, I hope that you've enjoyed making those with me. I love how these have turned out. We're going to put one in each of the signatures, second page from the back cover on the avocado page on the right. All right, go give this a go. I'd love to see how yours turn out. Love to see you in the Facebook group if you'd like to share your makes with me there. I'd love to see them, and we're all encouraging and would love to see what you make too. Okay, I'm going to love and leave you. Don't forget about the sale. And also, look what's already done. Beautiful little books with a little colouring in page. You've got a writing page and an ivory page. I've got them in the different colours. Look at him. All right, so we've got the Fanciful Fairies. If you haven't seen the Fanciful Fairies journal kit, that's going to be our next project. I have shipped them all out already, and I'd be happy to put one together for you if you want to join me. That would be amazing. All right, guys, going to love and leave you really for sure this time. See you on Friday with another little video. Take good care of yourselves and see you soon. Bye.